In this video, I want to go over some Pikachu gameplay. I feel like quite the underestimated attacker right now. Thunder and Thunderbolt as a combination is super strong, has a lot of range, a lot of AoE damage. You can be quite safe because you have this much range, and also a lot of burst damage in general. For the build, I'm running choice specs with Spoon and the Curse item, because Thunder has big AoE damage and also hits multiple times where the Curse item keeps being applied, and in general feels quite strong on Pikachu. You can also go for Energy Amplifier, Body Barrier, but I feel like those items are much better when you go for Volt Tackle and Electro Ball. In this build, we're just going to fully focus on our Thunder and Thunderbolt doing as much damage as possible together. Our early game, we just want to auto-tech a lot. If anyone is stacking against us, we just auto-tech them, and we try to last it with one of our abilities. Now we already got Thunder on level 4, and we're just going to try to always hit our opponents and hopefully also the white Pokemon at the same time for a lot of AoE damage. Of course, you're not the strongest last hitter with this, but you do a lot of damage early game already. Just one Thunder hitting someone can, make them lose like 25% of their HP quite easily, especially with Electro Web. Electro Web into Thunder deals a lot of damage, and they can't get out of it. It's pretty similar to, Full Tackle or Thunderbolt. They're kind of stuck in it. For the first fight, it's right here. We're pretty strong. You can see that Harriet disappear very fast, and we can do a lot of damage. And our goal is just getting, of course, to level 6. Level 6 is the main part you need. The plus talents really don't matter, or the plus abilities. You can see so much damage already, and always make sure you also keep basic attacking on Pikachu. It's always very important. Pikachu has a lot of basic attack range. Here I got super lucky. I actually got the last hit with my basic. You always want to basic attack as much as you can. And Muscle Band could actually also be a fine item in this build, but necessarily, it used to be played because of Pikachu's insane auto-attack range. But now that we have Spoon, we have the Curse item, there's just better choices than Muscle Band on Pikachu. So level 6 already. Now, of course, it's very straightforward. We want to combine our abilities as good as we can. I'm going to wait for my Trevenant to do something, and I do a Thunder, Bolt, and Thunder. Also, a small trick always with things like Thunder or, Future Sight on Gardevoir. It always auto-aims onto an opponent, right? Like, you can't stop auto-aiming. And you always try to predict in what direction they're walking. So you can always, slightly flick your joystick or, your touchscreen thing towards behind the enemies if you want to. But on controllers, controller and touchscreen are a bit different. But you can always, flick it in a direction where you think the enemies are going to guarantee it hitting. And, we can see, our damage is absolutely insane right now. Almost, just one-shotting this Inteleon right now. Of course, he's not even level 7 yet. But there's so much damage coming out of this build. It's actually super fun as well. I used to play this build in tournaments. A lot of people don't know this, but some might remember. I used to be when I played tournaments in this game for fun, back in 2000, was it? it wasn't the first year of Unite with the buff and stuff in the team. I played a lot of Pikachu, and after I got one buff one time, Pikachu kind of became meta, and I just only played Pikachu for quite a while in those tournament games, and it's still a very fun build, and it still works. I would say it's the best Pikachu build right now. If you want to pick up this Pokemon, I would recommend you trying this out. Very safe again. It's also pretty good against Inteleon because you have a lot of range against it, especially if he goes Liquidation, you can easily stun it. You find a nice Thunderbolt, but sadly the enemy Inteleon still got it somehow. I really thought I would get it. And we stay on range. We always wait for our cooldown, so we get a huge stun right here on 2 members. Trevenant can follow it up, and we're trying to get to level 9 right here. You see, basic attack, insta on Unite move right here, and we do a quick combo. Sometimes auto-aiming is also totally fine. If you're in these scenarios, you can always try to just maybe auto-aim or guess where your opponents are going. Sevion wants to go very badly for me here, so I stick at my range, and I try to aim my Thunderbolt, and this turn, that's the problem with the controller sometimes. It's pretty easily missable. In general, these kind of moves on controller can be quite difficult sometimes. Always make sure you find the perfect move sensitivity for you to become good at it. But yeah, these moves can be very unfun on controller still as well, but it works. So, I'm a huge Future Sight Gardevoir fan, doesn't matter what, but it's for sure a challenge on, if you play on phone, Thunderbolt will be much easier for sure. It's much easier to be more precise with it, but doesn't matter what. So now we're on our way to level 11. Pikachu's Thunderbolt pretty much or the plus versions, just give us more damage. That's all they do, so they're not really too important. But being high level, of course, still matters a lot, because you can see how much my Thunder damage already does now. I can kill the entire Swablu and Ataria and 2 rotations of my abilities, and that's what we want to do. Always Thunderbolt, wait for the cooldowns again, Thunderbolt, don't want to walk too deep unless we have Unite move up, and we always want to stick at our range. So I'm not looking to this fight right here, see if I can pre-aim it somewhere, and we're going to hit the Mewtwo right here with a combo, but he sadly had Side Strike up. I just have to Unite move here to dodge the Mewtwo stun. I think I still got stunned anyways, but Pikachu gets a small Unstoppable while being in it. Trying to hit again, but the Unstoppable of Mewtwo is actually so annoying. Keeps dodging my things with the Side Strike. And here I'm just doing a Thunder instead of Thunderbolt. You know, sometimes if you can just get a KO, just use Thunder first because Thunderbolt has, you know, some charge up time. And here I just get Ego Unite Move by the enemy Greninja. But you know, I did a lot of damage to him. He actually dropped to like 20% HP to like just one normal combo. So you can really see how much damage this build does. Of course, Greninja is quite squishy. But I mean, our job as Pikachu is to, you know, damage the enemy squishy Pokemon with this combo and dealing a lot of damage. Well, the game is actually still pretty even. It's still a huge win though, like getting Greninja Unite for one Pikachu KO is absolutely not worth it for him. Of course, he also got Eldegoss in the end, which I guess makes it kind of worth it. But Greninja Unite actually has quite the high cooldown, so it's much better for us. I can farm my Unite now, so I'm going for these Indies, so I can maybe fight for the top Regieleki. Can easily Unite Move one more time. Pikachu Unite also has a pretty low cooldown, so you can, at like 320, you can still Unite Move as Pikachu easily and farm it back up. I'm going to start doing this. And if anyone walks up, I just kind of want to insta-Unite Move them in case, but then means I'm actually going for bot lane. There's Greninja here. I'm going to try to predict where he goes and actually stun him while he was in the smoke screen. That was pretty nice. Just try to predict where he... I mean, he wants to go in position for Surf, right? We saw a smoke screen and I hit him when he was invisible. We stay very far back and there's the damage against Inteleon. Instantly using my Unite Move as Rarity with the eject button to make sure Inteleon goes down and we actually get the Regieleki in. So that was pretty good. Trying to lift right here, getting double KO. And now I'm actually at 14. I'm at 14 Pikachu. And just trying to live right here. Thinking I thought I maybe should just recall right here. But obviously you can see I'm always moving my camera around to see, like, it's very important if you play this build to move your camera around. Sadly, the Greninja is also still here. I do get the Mewtwo because he just kind of chases into me. But because I move my camera, I know exactly where he is and I kind of predict like where he goes and I can place my moves, you know, in his path. So that either I will live or he's going to die. And if he doesn't move his camera, maybe he doesn't even see that I'm casting those abilities. So for long range abilities, it's always very important, you know, to move your camera around. Respawning now, heading towards this bottom fight. And here complete with my Thunderbolt. So it can also easily happen, of course. I could still maybe Unite Move right here, but I feel like it would be a bit too close towards Rayquaza, even though Pikachu again has kind of low Unite. At 240, it's getting a bit too close. Always trying to follow up my Trevenant as well. If he hits a Wood Hammer on someone, you can instantly follow up with a Thunderbolt, and the cooldown is so low right now. If he's very amazing, another nice combo here onto Leafeon. Weaving in some basic attacks as well, now we go for this Regice. I'm almost level 15 right now. I think it's quite unheard of for a lane Pikachu to get to this level. And again, we predict the Greninja here with the Surf, kind of knowing where he wants to go. And now we actually get 15. So we have had pretty good predictions against the Greninja, I feel like, in this game so far. And now we're heading into the final 2 minutes. Also, there's something else happening in this game I want to talk about. Because there's still a lot of people who, you know, have a bit of a weird, like, opinion about Rayquaza. But, you know, let's just play it out for now, because I think I actually do a bit of a mistake right here. Where auto-aiming becomes a bit annoying. That's the only problem this build has is, like, auto-aiming on controller. If you have to, like, drag both abilities over, it's quite difficult. Here I'm just looking for a lot of damage from far away. Can't quite find it. If Greninja jumps on me this time, I'm just going to Unite Move him instantly as well, so I should be totally fine. We do a combo here on the backline, and as soon as you hit a combo in late game, you just pop your Unite Move. If you hit 2 or 3 characters at the same time, you can instantly pop your Unite Move. Actually, I want to go back in time. So right here, this is where auto-aim can be an issue. So yeah, pop my Unite, and you can see right here. So my Thunderbolt hits here, and I'm just auto-aiming my Thunder, because I want to follow up, right, the ones on the right. But because the Mewtwo is lower HP, I have to drag it over, and I can't drag it in time. So my Thunder ends up here where no one is. And because the Mewtwo was lower HP than these over here, and that can be an issue with this build sometimes, and it's super annoying when this kind of thing happens. But we still find a nice stun and we get Greninja, and now we're all dead. So then we're gonna get Rayquaza right here. But in these scenarios, just don't panic. Alright, don't panic. Try to figure out who of the enemy have a shield, and try to go for those shields. It's never over just because enemy save Rayquaza, especially if you lead. The enemy Mewtwo even dies. They're gonna get Ray right here, and they have like 3 shields. They have one on Inteleon, one on Sylveon, and Sylveon's already gone as well. As soon as this happens, your main priority is get those Rayquaza shields. I know Inteleon is going to go top lane. I instantly jump there as well, and there he is. And sadly, there's a Thunderbolt going on a Claydol because, yeah, you know, I didn't actually have vision on him. He was still invisible. But my Thunder is enough to get the shield. And so never panic. If you have a lead, this is why having a point lead is also important. Even if you lose Rayquaza, just make sure that you get rid of those shields. So right now we're just going to defend. 35 seconds left, and we kind of identified that they don't really have any shields left, right? Also, when the enemies are respawning, of course, you know, you don't respawn with a shield on. So if you're dead while your team gets Rayquaza, you know, the shield is going to be gone. So don't panic. Just make sure you know who has a race shield, try to keep track of it, and try to defend both of your goal zones. Also very important is to stay on the goals already. Like, be on top and be on bot. Maybe have one person in base, but you already have to be on the goals, because as soon as the enemies walk onto the goal and you jump head, it's too late. This is what I see a lot of people do as well. They stay on the jump head. The enemy team just walks up to top or bot goal, they walk onto their score while your team is jumping, and it's going to be too late. Always make sure you have at least 1 or 2 persons instantly on every single goal. You can always still recall and change position. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like the video and subscribe to my channel.